Hey y'all, guess who's back? Back again. Lizzie and Michael is back. Tell a friend.
Oh man.
Guess who's back? Okay.
Oh no.
All right. I think they're used to me just breaking out in song every once in a while. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Liz, and on this channel I talk about fragrance content, mostly fragrance content, but I do put some beauty stuff in there. I have my brother back with me.
What's up?
And today, you guys, I posted on my community tab to do a Q&A for me and Michael. And he is here. We are going to be answering your questions.
For sure.
So y'all get yourself something to drink. Let's hang out. Let's chill. Let's have
I have no idea what these questions are, so these is coming straight from me.
Okay. All right. You guys, I usually start off with something positive, but which I'm gonna always keep that. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna give you a quote. I'm gonna tell you to read Sarah Jake's book, Power Moves. Sarah Jakes has no idea who I am, but I have been watching her sermons here on YouTube. I'm going to link one of them down below. She is amazing, and that book is just blessing me. I've been listening to the sermons. They have really been blessing me. So take a look at Power Moves. I feel like it will bless you too. Now, I have my iPad here. Look, y'all, true story. Look what happened. Did I show y'all this? I dropped Chloe Love Story on my iPad and it shattered. I'm so hurt.
Jeez.
Okay. So here are the questions. The first one is from Veronica. Hey girl, hey. From Veronica.
What's
says,
up,
it says, do you have any nicknames for each other?
Who you talking about, me and my wife?
No, me and you.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, you know what? It's not, okay, so my mother, we use my mother's names for each other sometimes.
I actually don't, but go ahead.
Yeah, she never does. I do it just to mess with her. Like my mother calls her crazy kid, so every so often, like almost all the time, I call her you crazy kid.
Yeah.
And so that's my nickname, but I keep the nicknames, alive. So does my mom. Shout out to mom. My mother, you are your nicknames.
Yeah, she doesn't know people by their real name. It's whatever she calls you. Even my grandkids, she doesn't really know their names.
Right.
It's whatever she calls them. And for me, my family calls me Lizzie. So he either calls me crazy kid or Lizzie.
That's it.
And me, I've always called him Michael. And
Always.
I am one of the very few people that call him Michael.
Yeah.
Everyone else calls him Mike. So me and my kids, because I call him Michael, they refer to him as Uncle Michael.
I just realized that.
Yeah, but everybody else calls him Mike. I can't call him Mike. It sounds weird. His name is Michael. Your mama called you Clay. Your mama named you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. Your mama named you Michael. I'm gonna call you Michael. That's just what I do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely that one out there.
Okay, so Veronica's second question was, what fragrances have made you stop people in the street to ask what they're wearing? I'll start. There's a guy at my job. He's a maintenance person.
Okay.
That dude always smells good. Always.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I didn't want to ask him because I didn't want him to think that I was coming on to him. I just literally needed to know what he was wearing.
Huh.
So I asked him and he would not tell me. He said he couldn't remember or was a couple of other things.
Right.
And now every time I see him, it's kind of weird because I don't know if he was thinking I was trying to come on to him, sir. I just literally wanted to know what you were wearing. So I don't know. He wouldn't tell me. What about you, Michael?
Well, I believe I told you the story.
Yeah, about the guy.
The truck driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. So that was the only time. Well, maybe a few sprinkled in there. But I think I don't really smell people a lot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's just me. But I personally think people don't wear enough. Because I typically, people may tell me what they wear, but I don't smell it most of the time. But But yeah, only a few times.
So, do you remember what he was wearing?
No, I don't. I have no idea. It was a mixture of things.
And
Yeah.
you actually keep asking me what was I wearing that day you met Maurice.
Oh
I just
yes,
don't know.
I don't. That's true. She has that honors. You know what I'm saying? You know, so Lizzie and her husband pulled up, and she came. You know, she got the. So you got the car, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what that was. She smelled heavenly. I don't know.
I really wish I could remember, y'all. I don't.
You know.
I
But I
honestly
think
don't.
too, because you had just taken a shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just sprayed properly, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I
Of course.
still smell
Okay.
that Bianco latte too, man.
Something about a fresh shower, and when you put on when your pores is open, oh,
Well, it wasn't that fresh. It was like maybe an hour.
still pretty fresh.
Okay.
Showers. Don't
I'm
believe that.
sorry, I don't remember.
I-
Okay, she said if you could create a dream fragrance, what would it smell like? For me, Veronica, it would have some type of almond note. I just feel like there are not enough almond fragrances. Maybe almonds, because I've been thinking about this. Maybe some almonds, and I was thinking almond and jasmine, and vanilla. But Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense has almond and jasmine in it, if I'm not mistaken. But I wanted something different with almond, jasmine, vanilla, maybe some sandalwood or something, or some musk. It may sound like this perfume is going to be all over the place, but I want something with a nice almond note. And when I say almonds, I mean more of like a almond's milk, if that makes sense.
No.
I like creamy, milky fragrances.
Okay.
So something with almond milk, some vanilla, maybe some kind of sexy rose, and some cashmere or some sandalwood or something in jasmine.
Sound like she wants a bowl of Special K, because that just got me.
I want the fragrance to be kind of complex, but not something where it would like turn people off. That's why I said vanilla too.
Mhm.
You know, and maybe not almond milk, because some people can't. Almonds or almond milk, I'll leave that up, you know. But what about you?
Well, for the way I like women to smell, like I said before, I like women to smell like food.
No,
and
something
flowers.
you would wear.
Something I would wear?
Mm-hmm. I think that's what Veronica meant.
Well, I'll do both. Like I said, I like women to smell like food and flowers. So those are the things that really freshness, food, you know.
Fresh gourmand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That
as far as
sounds
from me, myself, that's hard to say. Because I don't know if y'all know about Iceberg. It's a fragrance I don't think they make much anymore. You know Iceberg?
No.
It's very icy, very clean. I like a lot of clean, icy fragrances. I also like stuff that no one else wears. If someone else, if there's a popular cologne, I don't care how good it smells, I'm not wearing it, because I rather smell different and be different than be like everybody else. So I don't vibe with anything that's popular. So that's why I like to put together my own. But what I really try to go for is a freshness, more, like unisex. I'm not like a big strong, cologne guy. Like if somebody introducing a cologne, oh, it smells very manly, I'm like, that's all right. I'm not trying to, be overly masculine as far as my smell. I'm overly masculine as a man though. But
all right, anyway, okay. Veronica also said, which fragrance do you think best embodies the personality of the other person and why?
Jeez.
What fragrance? So I'm thinking that Veronica is saying which fragrance embodies you. For me, oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go for you with Versace Eros, because especially just hearing what you said, Versace Eros is like Oh, it's a beautiful fragrance. It's very fresh and captivating. It's one that draws attention without trying to do too much. And I just feel like you're that type of person where you're fresh. Like you said, you don't wear heavy fragrances. Yeah. It commands attention without trying to command attention. Okay. If that makes sense. So I would say Versace Eros, the EDP.
Okay. I'm like frozen.
Well, we can come back to her question if you need to think about it.
Yeah.
All right, Veronica, you was on it, girl. Now, this next one is from Latanya Gibson Bowman. Latanya trying to test me, girl. She wants guess that fragrance in 10 seconds with a blindfold on. Okay, so this is going to be for me because you wouldn't be able to do it. Go get something off the dresser. I'm going to take my glasses off and close my eyes. I do not have a blindfold.
Okay.
Any fragrance, I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
And spray it somewhere. Okay, yeah, spray it on my wrist and I have to try to figure out what it is. And she said 10 seconds. So if you're not even giving me time, Latanya, jeez. Is this True Sardi's Pure Jasmine? What color is the bottle?
I can't tell you.
Is it the top? Is it black and I'm saying Pure Jasmine. Okay, Latanya, you tried to test me, girl. I know my perfume. And I didn't even need 10 seconds.
Ooh, man, that's
I didn't even need 10 seconds. I'm proud of myself.
Wow.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay,
Good
I
job.
was on.
I tried to make it difficult.
Oh, I'm so excited. Let me stop before my wig fall off. Okay. Okay, next one is from Kristen Mary. Kristen Mary. Hey, Kristen, girl. Current favorites, notes you gravitate towards, and notes that that usually don't work for you at all. So I don't know if Michael, do you have a favorite note? Isn't it nice? This is bomb. I've been loving this.
I don't know much.
Well, you said
notes.
musk. You said clean, musky fragrances. So musk would be something if you like a clean musk.
I always hated the word musk though. I don't know why they couldn't come up with something better than that. Yes, whatever. I would have to defer. I've always wore a lot of cologne. I never really paid attention to the notes until she came to,
I didn't either until
she
I
definitely
started doing
educated
this.
me, along with maybe many other people that don't know a lot of stuff that I didn't.
Which is one of the reasons why you guys don't hear me. You don't hear me say terms like florals a lot or white florals, because that's not, I'm just going to tell you what I think it smells like because I'm not well versed in things like that. But for me, my current favorite fragrance, do you have a favorite fragrance?
That's tough. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I do have, but it's so many. It's like so many that I can't even.
And he's not a one fragrance wearer.
I'm not.
He always mixes his stuff. He never just sprays one thing.
Yeah.
So I think that would be something. But for me, my current favorite fragrance right now, and I actually put it in my closet because I need to give her a break. But my current favorite fragrance right now is Oriana from Perfumes de Marly. I cannot get enough of that fragrance. And that ties into like my current favorite notes. Right now, I'm loving anything with cotton candy and marshmallows.
Okay.
I love that vibe, and orange blossom. So Oriana has that whole vibe going on, and it just has me in a little chokehold right now. I'll let you smell it, Michael, but for me,
Dolce Gabbana, and Burberry, those or something.
Dolce and Gabbana and Burberry.
Yeah, the one. The one, although it doesn't last as long as it should.
Okay.
It would be really great if it did, but
okay.
yeah, so that's something I just thought about.
Okay. Also, she said notes that didn't work for you. Jasmine is another one too. Kristen, Mary, that I've been actually loving lately, depending on how it's done. Notes that don't work for me. Fig. I don't like fig at all.
Okay.
It irritates me. Ginger snap, like when I brought ginger biscuit. Since I don't like ginger snaps, I don't even know why I brought that perfume.
Okay.
And like caramel popcorn. I don't like caramel popcorn. So I did not like What About Pop. So that perfume just irritated my soul. Okay. So no. Those are notes that do not work for me.
Okay.
So, and I think if it doesn't work for me, I honestly think because me and my brother are so much alike, I think fig would not work for him. You don't like caramel popcorn, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, see, popcorn it shouldn't even be sweet.
It should be messed with.
Like why do you do that? It should be salty and buttery, period. And maybe put some garlic or white cheddar on it. But adding sugar to popcorn?
No, that's where you lost me there.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, Sabrina loves kettle corn.
I would say something bad, but I refuse. Sabrina.
I'm sorry, but we love you, Sabrina.
We love you, Sabrina.
Mom eats caramel popcorn. I don't understand that.
Mom, we love you. You see that?
Yeah. See? Yeah. Okay, let's move on before we make family members mad. Okay, Latanya Gibson Bowman says, play a song and pick a fragrance from your collection that you would say represents that song. Well, for copyright reasons, I don't think I could play a song, but I will say I can pick a song for me that would represent a fragrance and why. And I'm gonna have to go back to Oriana, guys. I know y'all are tired of. You know what? I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Kaale. Yum Pistachio. I'm gonna give y'all a break from Oriana, but if you want to, we can use her too. But I'm gonna go with the Temptations, My Girl, because I can be feeling so sad, but I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. You know how some fragrances, just no matter what you're going through, how you're feeling, they just do it for you. And both of those fragrances do it for me because there's just something about them that's happy, it's fluffy, it's airy. Like maybe Disney is in my head because of Veronica, but I can see myself skipping through Disney World or something like, yes, my girl, me and my girl. So yeah.
Now you sure the fragrance you're smelling isn't like hemp? Marijuana?
I don't smoke weed.
You said you skipping through what?
I'm just saying, I can just see myself like, yay, I'm so happy. Like, and then if you're talking about Young Pistachio is sexy too. So I mean, you're talking about the one you love with My Girl. So yeah. What about you? Do you have a fragrance which you can add a song to?
Oh jeez. A fragrance that I can add a song to. Oh man. So I'm gonna go with Iceberg. And no, you know what? I'm gonna shout out my grandfather who's no longer living. Lagerfeld. Granddaddy, his dresser drawer was loaded with cologne. And I went and I used to ask him, hey, let me wear this, and he just bought a bottle of Lagerfeld. And so he didn't want to let me wear it because he just bought it. So then I was going back, downstairs, and he called me up and he said, hey, he gave me the whole bottle.
Dang, he gave you a bottle?
So he gave me a whole bottle of Lagerfeld, and it was dope. And I can't tell you, it was such a blessing because I cleaned up with that one, you know what I'm saying?
So what song are we
So the
doing?
song that I'm going to say, what makes me think of that is Shy. If I Ever Fall in Love Again, because it was the first time that I had heard that song.
I like that.
And I was wearing Lauderdale because it was on radio. Didn't nobody really know it's their little first. Well, at least it was their first hit, whatever the case it may be. And so every time I think of that song, I think about the Lagerfeld that I was wearing, and I still do have a bottle. I don't really wear it much because it makes me think about my granddad for sure. But yeah, it was
I'm jealous.
Yeah, for sure, man. Lagerfeld, man.
Okay.
Great smell too, old school, but really good smell.
Okay. Thank you guys too for the questions. We truly do appreciate you guys.
Sure.
So this next hot doubles, she has a few questions for us. Describe your favorite scent and profile. I think I kind of did that with the almonds and like my favorite perfume, but I'm in the cotton candy. Right now, I am really into light, airy, fun fragrances. I don't want anything too heavy. I'm just looking for something really nice.
Yeah.
And you know, I also like clean fragrances like my brother. I love a nice musky fragrance, especially with the summertime coming up, something just really simple, clean, which is why I like that Neroli, this one, because it checks all the boxes off for me just from smelling it on paper. It has that nice airiness.
Did I smell that one on?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Did I like it?
No.
Okay, I didn't like it. So.
You did. You liked it. But it's light, it's fun, it's airy, and it smells musky. I don't know if musk is in there, but that's kind of my favorite scent profile right now, because that and almonds. I like a nice almond fragrance, especially a milky one. Describe your introduction to niche fragrances.
That's a good one. Come on now.
Actually, my introduction was like a lot of you guys. YouTube was my introduction to niche fragrances. I think the very first niche fragrance I heard of was Amawash Sunshine Woman from Simply Aisha. I had never even heard of niche fragrances before the pandemic. So that was my first one. And then AI, when I started watching her channel, she just took me down this dark niche rabbit hole. She Aisha introduced me, and then AI just kind of, it's like one person threw out the rod if you were fishing, and the other person like hooked it and reeled it in. And once you start hearing about something you never heard of before, because I actually never knew there was a difference between designer and niche fragrance. I just thought perfume was perfume.
Yes. For me, I would say my introduction to niche fragrances was this one.
I knew it.
It was her.
Yeah.
Because when she started doing the channel, obviously we're gonna support her. And so, she sent me a video, and I don't like, it's like, I'm like a girl, I'm gonna watch this. But obviously it's my sister, so I'm gonna watch it. And she was talking and everything, and I was like, that's interesting. I didn't really know that there were certain things she was saying that I didn't know. So I'm like, So did some research, asked her some questions. And once, like she said, once I got introduced to it, it was like, wow, it changed my whole game up. And for that, I always be grateful to her for it, because everybody know that I was a big cologne person. Probably more than most people, in our family, because I was known for smelling good. So the fact that she took me to another level was something that I'm very grateful for, because I'm like, wow, I was, you always want to step your game up, no matter what in life, until the day you die. But I really was very appreciative of her for that, because she really stepped my game up and introduced me to a whole, another world that, it's costly. But I so I have to kind of, keep the crackhead vibes down if I see something that comes up and everything, like, but for the most part, it was a beautiful thing. So, and I never really formally thanked you. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you,
you're
Lizzie,
welcome.
for stepping my game up for sure.
Aw.
Just in perfume, nothing else. She did nothing else for me.
That's
Other
okay.
than-
That's all right. Okay, so High Double says if you had to only choose one fragrance for life, what would it be? For me, it would be Valentino Donna Born Aroma.
Okay, wow.
That fragrance checks off every, and I'm talking about the original. That fragrance checks off every box. I've been wearing it lately, and I feel like I can wear it anytime, any place. Like Janet Jackson, I would have to be a little more careful if I was going to work because I work in a hospital, but that would be my fragrance. I can be sexy with it. I can run errands with it and still be sexy and cute with it. I can go to work and just spritz, and still, that fragrance is bomb. So yeah.
Okay.
You?
This is gonna shock everyone, but April Fresh Downy detergent. That would be if it was nothing else. And I'm gonna tell you why. I want y'all to pay close attention. A great detergent that you wash your clothes in and you do it right, it sets everything off. I'm telling you, it sets it off. I'm telling you, when you smell, and obviously you got to be skillful because this is a skill, and I believe that when you smell good with your body, your clothes smell equally as good, and you put on the right fragrance and the right oil, nothing can stop you. I think where most people go wrong in is where they skip those 2 steps, and I think it hurts them in that cologne development. Because even before all this neat stuff, I was killing it. I was killing it, man, and that's because I had a great. Once I smelled someone, I'm like, man, what is that? Hey, this is just laundry detergent. I was like, what, fool? I had to get it, and I paid attention. It took me a while to learn how to wash, because you gotta do it right? And then with the baths, with the oils, you can't go wrong. And then with the fragrance, like a fragrance is added to it. You know what I mean? It adds to who you are with that freshness on your body. I take showers at least twice a day. Because it really, like I said, really brings, brings out everything. So if you really want to smell immaculate, those are the 4 steps. Don't skip any of those, because those are, you got to find, what works for you. But that laundry detergent is going to set it off. Trust me. If I had nothing else, I swear, take all my cologne, but do not take my Downy Fresh. That's it, man.
The OG Downy Fresh.
Right there, man.
Okay. Well, so the OG Downy Fresh.
Yes.
Okay, and she said, Hot Double says, what is your favorite layering combination? I don't know if I have a favorite right now, but one that really impressed me. I'm working on a combo video for you guys. I'm sorry it's taking me so long, but I'm really trying to get it together. I wore Donna Born Aroma with Infinity Rose. So good.
Okay.
And if you guys are not familiar with Infinity Rose, it's a dupe of Atomic Rose from Initio. That combo was amazing. Fire.
Okay. Me, it would be Creed Advantage. With the bottom. So like what I do when I spray the strong stuff on the bottom. Okay, because that's the more powerful smell. And the Versace Arrows on the top. Okay. I never layer colognes together, as far as like they're never on the same vicinity of my body. I don't know if that's a thing, but I never ever do it together because they'll collide more, and I don't want them to do that. What I want them to do is project this way, right? So their fragrances, it's like when you go into any kind of,
a little bit.
Like when you go to like any kind of shop, you know what I mean? Fragrance is hitting you from everywhere. But what I learned, what was taught to me is like, hey, don't put them in the same vicinity. So I never do that. So I put the strong on the bottom and the more light sweet scent on the top, and then I do my oil here, and then you carry a backup fragrance of that same caliber, and then you kind of spray throughout the day, because the strong is going to stay on you for about 8 hours. It's not going to go away, but I don't want to overpower anybody. So now here's another thing. Here's another secret that I do. Whenever you respray your cologne, you don't have to hit yourself. You hit your hands. Hit your hands, pop, pop, pop. That's it. Because if you spray again, now your clothes, you don't want to do that. You spray your hands, people will smell what you have on, killing the game. And that's been one of my secrets that I always did, because if you the worst. Now I love cologne, but I don't like the smell of overpowering fragrances. Even it's on women, I don't like it on myself. So the last thing I want to do is overpower people with my cologne. So I don't want to smell like a cologne store. So I'm very careful to not have them collide, because it's worthless then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi Doubles, last question is, what is the scent you are still looking for perfumers to perfect? I'm going to say chocolate.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I have a really good chocolate fragrance that I love, but it's not perfect. And I'm really looking for that perfect chocolate fragrance, because I love chocolate. And y'all know that delicious black powder, I love that fragrance, but it's not perfect. I'm looking for that perfect chocolate one. So is that you?
She's smart. She's very intelligent. Okay. Like, for real, in real life, she got like really great grades. She's smart. That's great. Jeez, I was just thinking about, do you know how many, I'm literally like pissed because I love chocolate, right? And man, it's just dope, but it's just nothing is hidden. It's like,
I mean, I have a few. I have some good chocolate ones. I have Chocolate Queen. I have the one from Lattafa, and I have Delicious Black Powder. But I still haven't found that perfect, that chocolate fragrance that makes my eyes roll in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I want to smell Chris Collins Lust, because I hear that that's a chocolate and rose fragrance, and I would like to try that one.
Dark Temptations from Axe.
Oh, really?
Chocolatey. That's one of my best ones. I used to wear that back in the early not the early 2000s, the mid 2000s when they first came out, but it was a different name. It was like I think it was called something that had chocolate on it, but they don't sell that anymore. They just go with Dark Temptation, so it's basically the same thing. But every time I wear that, I pair it with something else, but I get mad love, with that kind of body spray. That's another thing that I do too, with the whole body sprays after the shower. I think I forgot to mention that to you guys, but with the Axe, with the Dark Temptation, that's a dope chocolate smell. You spray that, that's the closest to where, I like, and it's another fragrance that I don't really know of.
Okay, I'll let you smell my chocolate ones too. Okay. This one is from Claire, Dr. Claire Smith. She says, what were your first fragrances, and would you wear those now? My first fragrance was called, I want to say it was called Midnight Ambiance. I want to say that, and I love that fragrance. I got it from Kmart, y'all. Remember Kmart? It was in a black and purple bottle. I love that. And Claire, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I went on a hunt to see if I could find that fragrance, because I just want to smell it now to see what it smells like. And I can't find it. So actual perfume, I'm not counting body sprays. That was my first, if I'm getting the name of it right, Midnight Ambiance.
Okay.
What about you?
My first was 2 scents. One was pine oil car freshener. because we were beyond poor. We were even poor for the poor folks. So, and I'll never
Government cheese
forget. This is
for.
this is a true story. So I wear this stuff. It's the stuff you spray in your car, and I'm getting compliments from everybody, like teachers and everything. You're like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, something I put together, right? And I'm literally wearing car freshener, right? And this secret, I kept this up for years, right? And nobody knew what this was, but I think I got bust out there, saying at one point. Would I still wear it now, man? Look, yes, I would. I'll wear anything now, for sure. If it smells good, that's the goal. If it don't break out my skin, I would wear it now. The other one is Bullseye, Uncle Larry. Shout out to Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry had, remember the Bullseye, cologne?
Oh, yeah, I think I
First of all, I used to steal from Uncle all the time. Sorry, Uncle Larry. But I would steal his stuff, right? And he had this Bullseye cologne. And I would overwear it, to the point where it's like, it was, saying hooked up with a couple of girls down the street. I put on way too much Bullseye and Brute. Shout out to Brute. And all these mosquitoes and flies and gnats and homeless people just started gathering around me like, yo, what you got? It was a horrible thing. But would I wear those today? Yes, I would.
Yeah, the goal is to smell good. Claire also said, do you think you've both passed on your love to fragrances? How do you know? I mean, that's my goal, Claire. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, my children love perfume more. Like, they used to steal from me, actually, because before this was a thing, I used to have a ton of Bath and Body Works and a ton of Victoria's Secrets, and I would have declutters. I didn't even know that's what they were called, but I would just text them and say, hey, come in my room at 4:00. First come, first serve. You get what you're gonna get. And that just, they love to smell good. If they hear that I'm doing a declutter, they're fighting to see who's gonna get what, or and then my brother obviously is saying that I've passed on some things. I'm sure I've enhanced my husband's love for perfume, and my grandkids love to smell good. Mr.
Yes.
loves to smell.
Yes. And my sons, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, since so my grandson, when he was 5 or 6, he wanted some cologne. And literally I was like, okay, I'll spray some on for you. And he's like, no, why can't I have the whole bottle? And I was like, get out. Just get out my closet. And you guys saw my granddaughters. Every time Sabrina's kids come over, they're just waiting. Like, they ask me with their eyes. Yeah. They're just waiting for me to take them in here so they can smell something. So that's how I know. And my mom, now she's more into, we've always loved to smell good, but she's enhanced it. So what about you, Michael?
Well, the cologne, we got it from both sides. Her, biological dad loved to smell good. His family, granddaddy, my mother's side, my granddad, my uncle was very much into cologne. And so that was passed down. But like you said, you stepped my game up as far as the niche fragrances, which definitely does make a difference. I love the tubes, for sure. But yeah, I'm saying, it really helps because, smelling good is, man, I mean, it really enhances, your profile as far as who you are, and, some people can overdo it, but smelling good really, really helps. I think more so for men than it does for women. Would you agree?
I love a good smelling man.
Because I think women, and I think this is a fact too, stop me if I'm wrong, but I think women are more prone to being attracted to a man because of his smell. Men, in a way, are not really as, I think, oh man, does she smell like this? Does she smell like that? As far as like perfume. But I think a man really wants a woman to smell good, fresh, and clean. The thing that draws me, and even I talk to other men, if a woman smells good, fresh, and clean, that's the ticket right there. But I don't think we're not much as into it as women are. you know what I'm saying, for men. I mean, like, what do you think about that?
You could be right. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a man, but you could be right.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying, for sure. You know what I mean? 'Cause yeah.
Okay, so we're at 40 minutes. So I'm sorry, guys, if this video is too long, but
Jesus.
yeah. Latanya says, "What would be your forever fragrance for you?" And the same question for Michael. I think we answered that maybe because I said Donna Valentino Born Aroma. If I had to just choose one, I just love that. That fragrance has really just stolen my heart.
Okay.
Let's see. And then let's see. The last question, I hope I didn't skip anybody's questions, is from Kelly. She says, anytime Michael is rating popular fragrances, it's so entertaining. Maybe you can rate his fragrances too.
Okay.
We can do that in a different video. Sure we can. I would have to go to his house for that to rate.
Yeah, we had to bring a U-Haul truck.
Yeah, he has a lot of oils and it's a lot. So yeah, I can do something like that in the future for you for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, we thank you guys so much for the questions and hanging out with us and just the time. Thank you for being respectful, because I think Michael was nervous that you guys were gonna ask some. Sometimes when you do Q&As, people ask intrusive questions. So thank you guys so much for that. We truly do appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Michael hopes you enjoyed the video, and maybe we'll do something else in the future like this. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Thank you so much, you guys. Remember how blessed and highly favored you are. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.